In the video you're about to see, I didn't realize I had acai bowl all over my fucking lips, so just try to ignore that because the value of the videos are really good. So just ignore it. Ignore it. What's poppin'? Hello everyone. I'm gonna encourage you right out of the gate to stick around to the end of this video, because this video is basically explaining why you're not reaching your potential. And a big reason why you're not reaching your full potential is because you only do things that are gratifying and super stimulating. And if you really want to succeed, you're gonna have to get accustomed to long-term delayed gratification and not always being instantly gratified. So stay to the end. I don't waste your guys' time. I don't talk about shit that's irrelevant. I'm only gonna talk about shit that like is to the point, you know? Like I get all my videos directly to the point. So basically, well, first off, I did get a new camera lens. So I wonder if you guys realize or not, but I'm investing into the YouTube setup because I'm gonna start going really, really hard on YouTube. So if you guys could just like the video, comment on the video, whatever you could do to help it like boost the algorithm, I don't know, I would appreciate it a lot, because I'm trying to build this shit and I need your guys' help. Can't do it all by myself. So basically, as you guys can see by the title, what people need to understand about motivation is I don't really believe in motivation, you know? I feel like motivation is such a temporary, impulsive feeling where it doesn't last, you know? Because people are always looking outside of themselves for motivation on TikTok, and I probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me being the motivation TikTok guy, but it's just about finding what people want to hear, and people want to hear motivating shit. So I'm like, all right, I'll supply that. But I personally really don't go to anyone for motivation, because everything you're looking for motivation is already within you. You just have to like have a clear end goal. I'm telling you, I'm telling you all you need to know in this video. What you need to understand about motivation is that it's not real, right? Okay. You're probably like, what the fuck does that even mean, Alex? What does that mean, motivation isn't real? Motivation comes naturally from within once you have clarity over your vision and your end goal. So once you discipline yourself enough to have that clarity, because it takes discipline to get clarity over what you're doing and why you're doing that specific thing. So to see the end goal, right? Like in the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, my dad would always tell me this shit. I didn't learn much from my dad, but the things I did learn, they stick with me. Begin with the end in mind. All successful people will begin with the end in mind. So I have a vision board right here. You guys have heard me say this 1,000 times, because I know what I want the end of my life to look like. I know what I want the end of my work life, end of my career to look like. And from that, I know that I'm not going to be able to sleep in every day. I'm going to have to take action, continuous action over time, disciplined action. So basically, the reason why you're looking for motivation is because 1, you don't have clarity over your end goal. 2, I just totally lost my train of thought. Holy shit. Does that ever happen to you guys where you're just talking and there it goes? Stay with me. So my motivation comes naturally because I know what I'm working for. So ask yourself right now, like literally sit here and ask yourself, what am I working for? What is my end goal? What do I want the end of my life to look like? And a lot of you probably have no fucking idea. So how do you expect to be motivated and disciplined to do your craft when you don't even know why you're doing your craft? Right? Because when you begin with the end in mind, some of you don't even know what your craft is, right? So when you begin with the end in mind, you're like, okay, well, I want to get here, so how am I going to get here? Maybe if I do this, and then I do this, and you start connecting all these dots. So begin with the end in mind. What do you want the end of your life to look like? So from that place of clarity, you can start to make actionable steps, right? Because motivation is just like an impulse, right? Where it's like you get motivated to do one thing and you impulsively do it, you get instantly gratified, and there's really no delayed gratification there, because like we're also used to instant gratification. So like on your journey to success, this shit is not just gonna be like an overnight thing. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be. It's just like a continuous fucking game, man. And when I'm telling you guys, like, if you really want to be successful, I'm hoping you are ready for it. Because I think I probably have one of the easiest jobs in the world, one of the blessed jobs. It's not that it's easy, but it's just like I'm in such a blessed position, and even I still find like stress sometimes. Like it's just anything that you consider work, you're gonna have some resistance towards, and you gotta recognize that. So, all right, let's summarize. Let's summarize. Your motivation is going to come naturally once you have clarity over the end goal, and once you have a clear vision, you'll know what you need to discipline yourself for. So begin with the end in mind, make actionable steps, be consistent, and discipline yourself to actually make these steps happen, and recognize that it's not all going to be sunshine and rainbows, and you're going to have to do things when you don't feel like doing them if you actually want that end goal to happen. And then when you build this reputation with yourself as someone that actually puts in the work when they don't feel like it, you go to bed proud of yourself, and there's this natural motivation that doesn't need to be brought up from something external like a TikTok, because you have it from within you, because you have this reputation with yourself as someone that doesn't need motivation, because they're going to do it regardless if they're motivated or not. Right? Be the type of person that when you say you're going to do something, when you have this ginormous goal, be the type of person that doesn't just say they're going to do these things, but actually fucking does them. That's my biggest pet peeve, is when someone says like, oh, I'm going to do all of this, and they just don't do it. And they sleep in till noon. Like, bro, stop saying you're going to do shit and not do it. You're just like hurting your own reputation with yourself. And I don't want to see that. You know, like I want to be surrounded by people that are like, I'm going to do this, and then I see them doing it. And so should you. Environment's literally fucking everything. So, don't rely on motivation from anywhere but yourself. It will come naturally when you just do things that you say you're gonna do when you don't feel like doing them. Like that last rep of squats, or the last set of squats. You don't feel like fucking doing them. But that's where champions are made. So you're gonna do them. You don't feel like going live on TikTok, you don't feel like uploading a YouTube video, you don't feel like uploading TikToks, all these little things that you don't feel like doing. So you're going off an impulse again. We have all these impulses, and which is why we're not reaching our full potential, is because we have impulses and we listen to those impulses rather than question them and say, is this what's going to benefit me most? Likely not. Likely not. So, I'm not saying don't enjoy life and have your impulses, but I'm saying if you really want to be successful, this shit takes grit, discipline, consistency, clarity, and almost like a subconscious motivation because of the reputation when you have yourself, where it's always just lingering in the back of your mind, where it's like you have this pressure on yourself. My motivation doesn't even feel like motivation anymore. It feels like more of a pressure, where it's like I'll put an imaginary pressure on myself to really fuel me up. Like when it comes to succeeding on YouTube, I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to pretend that I have no other option and TikTok just fell off, and I'm only going to go hard on YouTube, and I'm only going to connect with my people on YouTube because TikTok's not a thing anymore, so now I need to go hard on YouTube. Does that make me seem crazy? I don't know, but that's just what works for me. Putting pressure on myself to be like, okay, I have to go full fucking force. So, leave some comments down below. What do you want to see from me? I'm going to start going live on Twitch. I just got to figure that shit out. I'm going to try to go live on Twitch like twice a week at night, where we can just talk, and I'll be like really like helping you guys out, like talking to you guys personally. I feel like that'll be dope. But I always read my comments, so if you learned anything, feel free to comment. I would love to fucking read them. They make me smile. I read them every night before bed. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support, and this is only the beginning for all of us, and I'm super excited to see where the future takes us. I love you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Make it prosperous, make it productive, and enjoy the moment. I love you.